In today's world, trying to manage a portfolio of interconnected projects, well, it can feel like a constant battle, right? You've got information scattered everywhere, timelines are living in completely disconnected silos, and trying to understand the ripple effect of just a single delay, that often takes hours of manual, error-prone work. So, answering those critical questions, like, hey, are we on track? Or what's going to happen if this milestone slips? It becomes a challenge of guesswork, not data. What you really need is a unified view, a single source of truth that brings clarity and predictability to absolutely everyone involved. So, how do we fix this? Well, in this explainer, we're going to walk through a purposefully designed solution that transforms all that complexity into pure clarity. It's an intelligent framework engineered to deliver complete portfolio governance. And it all starts with building a really strong foundation, the individual project plans themselves. Okay, so the bedrock of this entire intelligent portfolio is a set of well-structured, independent project plans. Now, what's really key here is that this independence isn't a limitation, it's actually a core feature. It's a deliberate design choice that empowers the individual project managers with the autonomy and control they need to really succeed. So think of each project, Project A, Project B, and Project C, as its own complete self-contained plan. A lot of times they're built using a traditional waterfall approach, where one task just logically follows the next. They each have their own tasks and milestones, and that lets each project lead confidently manage their own critical path. But how do they connect? Well, that's where a really clever buffer mechanism comes in. It simulates dependencies, making sure that when a key milestone shifts, all the dependent timelines adjust automatically to maintain perfect alignment. So how are all these independent plans connected across the entire portfolio? It all starts with a central blueprint, which you can think of as a master dictionary. It's called the chain reference sheet. This is the one authoritative guide that creates a consistent and reusable framework for all those cross-project relationships. And what this sheet does is meticulously map out every single upstream and downstream connection. It identifies the responsible project leads, and it standardizes the types of deliverables being exchanged. Now, the strategic impact here is huge. This centralized blueprint enforces consistency and just completely gets rid of manual data entry errors. Basically, this sheet becomes the dependency metadata backbone for the entire solution. Okay, so now that we have our foundation and our blueprint, all of that critical information needs a place to come together. And this brings us to the very heart of the portfolio governance system, the central hub. And here it is in action, the milestone log. Now, I know it looks detailed, but just think of it as that single source of truth we've been talking about. This is where all the critical data, every single key milestone from every single project, converges into one standardized view. The log pulls all this information together and automatically enriches it using the powerful logic we already defined back in our blueprint. But this is not just some static list, no way. It is the active heart of your governance engine. The milestone log is constantly applying consistent, automated logic to calculate the health, the status, and the risk for every single deliverable across the entire portfolio. And this gives the PMO and leadership that clear, real-time visibility they need, powering the intelligent processes that drive the whole system forward. So, with this centralized source of truth now established, the system can leverage all that data to drive proactive communication and deliver really targeted insights. This is where the portfolio truly comes to life. You've got this invisible team member working tirelessly in the background, the system's automation engine. And its whole job is to deliver the right information to the right stakeholders at precisely the right time. It gives everyone an early warning on upcoming dependencies so teams have time to prepare. The second an upstream milestone is marked complete, bam, it alerts the downstream team that they are unblocked and ready to go. And if any item runs late, it instantly notifies all stakeholders. This prevents surprises and really enforces accountability. This centralized data also powers a whole suite of strategic reports, which basically act as targeted intelligence layers. For your executive audiences, for example, the plan on a page offers a really powerful visualization. It presents this concise, multi-project timeline showing how all the different project milestones align over time in these nice, color-coded swim lanes. All right, let's bring it all together. This is where the plans, the blueprint, the log, the automations, and all those reports, this is where they all converge to create a powerful, unified experience. This is the portfolio's command center, the integrated schedule and dependency dashboard. It's the ultimate single pane of glass where all of that portfolio intelligence comes together for the PMO and for executive leadership. In just a single glance, leaders get this comprehensive, real-time operational visibility that lets them make confident, data-driven decisions and have true strategic oversight. So let's take a little bit of a closer look at what they can see.
Leaders can see a strong, at-a-glance portfolio health index. They can instantly understand the distribution of milestone statuses, showing exactly what percentage of deliverables are on track. The dashboard also provides a super clear view into upcoming milestones and the real-time health of every single cross-project dependency. And of course, there's that unified plan-on-a-page timeline, showing all the projects executing together in perfect concert.
You know, this interconnected system isn't an accident. It's the result of really intentional design that turns constraint into capability, delivering visibility and control without any compromise. The transformation is really profound. It takes a portfolio from a state of disconnected data, fractured views, and hidden risk to one of unified visibility, total alignment, and most importantly, predictable delivery. And this is all achieved by establishing those core architectural pieces, the empowered project plans, a central data blueprint, and that intelligent governance core. Together, they create real transparency for leadership and deliver a level of predictability that, honestly, was once thought impossible. Ultimately, this is so much more than just managing projects. It is achieving true governance excellence. It's really a new standard for alignment and control. Which, of course, leaves us with one final thought to consider for your own work. How could total alignment truly transform your portfolio?